Hey guys, welcome to Liberty in Brief with the Voluntary Virtues Network. My name is Antonio, and this is our first episode. Forgive me, I'm usually not making videos, so if you hear me going through paper or looking around or what have you, I apologize. Practice makes perfect. I'll get better at this. Also, the quality might be quite shitty, but give me time. I'll make some investments, get a better camera, better audio. You know how that works. Alright, so let me see. So for the next few upcoming episodes, I would like to talk about people I like to call political agnostics. What I mean by political agnostic is a group of individuals, or an individual himself, who have an understanding that either government is corrupt, or at least our current form of government isn't quite doing it for us. A political agnostic, they are most likely on board with things like peace or non-aggression for the most part. However, a downfall for the political agnostic is that they tend to be fairly gullible or persuadable from ideology to ideology, more or less. At least that's how it has been in my own personal experiences. Then again, maybe this isn't necessarily a bad thing, being persuadable, or it's being open-minded sometimes. But I guess the issue lies in that without consistent morals or principles, this could be problematic with the development of one's enlightenment, so to speak. During my own political agnosticism phase that I had no idea what coercion was, and I never considered taxation to be theft. At the time, I didn't know if capitalism was to blame or what that word even meant. I was a huge fan of the Zeitgeist movement, the videos 1 and 2. Those two movies really opened my eyes to the Federal Reserve as well as foreign intervention. But what it didn't open my eyes to were things like voluntarism, the non-aggression principle, and the word coercion. So enough about me, my own personal story. Uh, what I'd like to do now is go over these buzzwords that I keep chiming off, to better explain myself to those watching who might consider themselves maybe political agnostics, to fill you in on the anarchist philosophy. Firstly, I mentioned non-aggression, the non-aggression principle, also known as the NAP. This one's pretty simple. Basically, don't aggress upon others, don't infringe another's rights in any way. That seems easy enough, right? Well, you'd think so. Now, a quick example of the non-aggression principle being used. Theft. So let's say I break into your house. Uh, I want to steal your TV. Now, obviously, that's an act of aggression. So at this point, I'm in your house, stealing your TV, stumbling over shit because it's dark. I did it at night, whatever. And you hear me. I stumble over your TV. I end up just dropping the shit and breaking it. So your reaction is to spring out of bed, I would hope, and defend yourself, defend your property. So you have a weapon of some kind, or some sort of self-defense item, a baseball bat, a taser, or a gun. Since you are the victim, you're being aggressed upon. I guess at that moment you get to decide how you defend yourself. Something to consider is that defense is not aggression. Aggression is the initiation. Okay? I punch you just out of nowhere. That's the initiation of force. Defense, protect the shit out of yourself. That's fine. That's completely fine. So yeah, non-aggression principle is pretty straightforward. I mean, it doesn't take a whole lot of interpretation. I mean, of course, you might have to roll it in your brain. If it's the first time you're ever hearing about that, you might have to roll it around for a little bit. Just make up scenarios in your head. And aside from the NAP is voluntarism, the second buzzword that I chimed off. Voluntarism is basically perfect harmony with the NAP. Voluntarism is the concept that all human interaction be voluntary, or on the individual's own accord. Meaning, I agree to this, let's do this. That's voluntarism, basically. A quick example of voluntarism in action would be your neighbor. Let's say his front yard is getting bushy. It's time for a trim. Um, Football season's going, or whatever the fuck he's watching on TV, uh, and he doesn't want to cut it. He's feeling kind of lazy, gonna watch TV, do his thing. I see that as an opportunity. I want to make a quick $20, so I go over and I don't just start cutting his grass. Right? That's kind of weird. Um, that wouldn't be quite voluntary. That'd be doing what the state does, mowing your lawn and making you pay for it without asking. So my neighbor's watching TV. I go over there. I knock on his door. I say, "Hey, I'll cut your grass for this amount of money." And we agree to it. He agrees. Says, "Yeah, you know what? I want to watch TV. You want to make money. Let's do this." That's voluntarism in action. No one's exploited. No one's forced to do anything. I'm not his slave. We're both profiting. Uh, I'm making a monetary gain, while he is making, I guess, a personal time gain, right? So there we go. We have these voluntary verbal contracts in this example. When first learning about voluntarism, I guess a good exercise is just in your own head think, is this voluntary? Do I agree with this? And now lastly, a word that doesn't go so well with voluntary would be coercion. Now, the definition of coercion is persuading an unwilling person using violence, force, or threats of violence. Okay? Now that sounds pretty bad. At least I would hope that you would think that sounds pretty bad. Uh, I don't, on my day to day, I don't threaten people. I don't use force to get my way. I mean, persuasion's okay, but peaceful persuasion, right? Now, even though I don't coerce people daily, uh, you're being coerced daily. Uh, you don't even probably realize it. The government every day is coercing you in some way. Taxation is a great example of coercion. If you think taxes are voluntary, try not paying them, and you'll learn real quick what that word coercion really means. Now, I ran through these quick three vocabulary words. Obviously, a lot of you viewers here are anarcho-capitalists, anarchists, libertarians, whatever the hell you want to call yourself. You guys know what voluntarism is, the non-aggression principle, and coercion. At least I hope. You kind of need to know those three things to know what anarchy's all about. But I guess what I'm making this video for exactly is for those who don't know these words. Maybe you have friends or just an acquaintance or what the hell, whoever, who don't know these words. Send them my way. Show them this video. Anyone who's new to this concept, this idea, in the next, like I said in the beginning, in the next few videos, I'm gonna try and just Anarchy 101 more or less. Just break it down real simple, not so aggressive, not so philosophical. It's philosophy, but not as, I don't want to say pretentious, but not so intellectual as some other videos that you would most likely see talking about voluntarism. Not that anybody's posting pretentious videos on YouTube or anything, but you guys get what I'm trying to say. I'm trying to bring it to the working man, more or less. And also, if there's any questions that I failed to answer, I mean, it's not going to be a very in-depth video. It's my first one. I just want to let you guys know what I'm about. But if there's any questions that I failed to answer, or any questions that you would like to ask, or anything like that, just go ahead in the comment section. Go ahead and drop a comment, drop a question. Even send those political agnostics to the comment section. Send them to this video. Have them, you political agnostics out there, if you're watching this, just go ahead and comment. Shoot me a question. And for the ANCAPs, or for whatever the hell you call yourself, politically enlightened individuals, feel free to answer their comments or their questions. I'll give you a shout out in my next upcoming videos. If I like your answer, your responses to people's questions, don't be a dickhead about it, but you know what I mean. Just be straight up. Give people answers. You got to be inquisitive. You have to ask questions to learn, right? So the people that haven't had a chance to ask those questions, go ahead, right here. We're all listening. All right, now this one's for my established anarchists. Go ahead and in the comment section, just let me know what's a question you're often asked by either statists or political agnostics. Usually statists have better questions, better meaning cliche questions. Just write them down in the comment sections. I want to know what people are asking you, what they're scared of. What they don't like, what they assume is wrong with this philosophy. And if I say so myself, all it takes to become a decent human being is just be inquisitive. Question everything, mostly everything. Just question whatever. Just ask questions, learn more. Don't just make assumptions. Assumptions, never a good thing. Questions are healthy. Alright guys, thanks so much for watching my video. And sorry again for probably the shit quality. Like I said, I'm not much of a public speaker. I mean, maybe in person I can be, but this is the first time self-recording, so audio, video, what have you. My fucking facial expressions that I make when I talk, it's all habitual. But this is going to be a learning experience. Expect each video as it comes to get better and better. If I'm not getting better, you let me know. I'll do what I can. Signing off. This is Liberty in Brief, and I'll see you next week.